We live in a world built on ones and zeros, where instant connection is the norm. But have you ever wondered about the architects of this digital age? Meet Michael Dell. Today, he's a titan of industry, with a net worth surpassing $50 billion. But his story isn't just about money. It's about a relentless drive to disrupt the status quo. From a college dorm room to the global stage, this is the story of how one man changed the way we buy technology forever. Born in Houston, Texas, in 1965, Michael was destined for the world of finance. His father was a stockbroker and a dental surgeon, and his mother was a financial advisor. He was breathing the air of business from day one. He admitted later that his twin passions were computers and the stock market. At just 8 years old, he already dreamed of entering the business world. While other kids were playing baseball, Michael was selling it. As a preteen, he turned his passion for collecting stamps and baseball cards into a mail-order business. He understood a crucial lesson early on. You could reach customers directly. He earned $2,000, a small fortune for a 12-year-old in the 1970s. At 14, he got his first real taste of the future, an Apple II computer. But Michael didn't just want to use it. He wanted to understand it. He did what few 14-year-olds would do. He took it apart completely. He needed to know how every chip and every wire worked together to create magic. During high school, he took a part-time job selling subscriptions for the Houston Post. He didn't just make cold calls. He used data. He figured out that new residents and newly married couples were the most likely to subscribe. In 1 year, he earned $18,000, more than some of his teachers. This was proof. Unconventional thinking yielded unconventional results. Michael enrolled at the University of Texas to satisfy his parents, but his mind was elsewhere. In his dorm room, room 2713 of Dobie Center, a new kind of business was born. Michael saw an inefficiency in the PC market. Computers were expensive because of middlemen. His idea was simple yet revolutionary: build computers to order and sell them directly to consumers. The business, initially called PCs Limited, was growing too fast to handle part-time. Michael made a fateful decision. He went to his parents, secured a $1,000 loan from them to boost capital, and decided to drop out of university. He was 19 years old. It was a massive risk, but he knew the opportunity was now. In 1985, the company released the Turbo PC, its first own-design computer. It was faster than the competition, and more importantly, priced lower because it was sold directly. Dell advertised in computing magazines, and the response was overwhelming. In its first year, the company's gross revenue hit $73 million. Michael knew he needed maturity to scale his growth. In 1986, he recruited Lee Walker, a seasoned venture capitalist, to serve as president. Walker became Michael's mentor, helping him build a management team. In 1987, reflecting Michael's confidence, PCs Limited was renamed Dell Computer Corporation. Michael and Walker didn't just want to dominate Texas. They wanted the world. The company established its first international operations in the United Kingdom, beginning its journey toward becoming a global direct model corporation. To fund its explosive growth, Dell needed capital. In June 1988, Dell Computer Corporation went public. The initial public offering was a massive success, raising $30 million and valuing the company at $80 million. The young dropout was now the CEO of a publicly traded company. Growth brought new challenges. In 1990, the company faced a logistics and inventory crisis. Lee Walker resigned due to health reasons. Michael turned to another heavyweight, Morton Meyerson, former president of EDS. Meyerson helped Dell implement critical manufacturing systems and controls needed for hypergrowth. The turnaround was dramatic. In 1992, at just 27 years old, Michael Dell achieved a milestone. He was named the youngest CEO ever of a Fortune 500 company. The world began to pay close attention to the Texas rebel who had redefined the PC supply chain. In 1996, Michael saw another disruption opportunity: the Internet. Dell began selling computers directly through its website, Dell.com. It was a perfect fit for their business model. Within 6 months, Dell was selling $1 million worth of computers a day over the web. By 2001, the direct model had won. Dell overtook Compaq to become the largest manufacturer of personal computers on the planet. Michael Dell had proved that efficiency, customer focus, and direct engagement could defeat the giants of the old way of doing business. His impact on local economies where Dell operated did not go unnoticed. In 2002, the University of Limerick in Ireland awarded Michael an honorary doctorate in economic science for his generous investment in Ireland and support for education initiatives. He was now Dr. Michael Dell. His peers and the industry honored him repeatedly. Titulus Nuhu, Business Person of the Year, Va CEO of the Year, Tukach and Fam Uitin Hu, Worth Magazine, Chief Executive, Va Financial World, Jun Shach and Hanvi the Kua Ong Hu Motrong, Nhung Ha Lan Jiao Shuat Sak Nhat Kua the Himin. His expertise was sought at the highest levels. Michael served as a member of the U.S. President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology. He also worked on international boards, including the World Economic Forum and the Indian School of Business, lending his vision to global technological progress. In 1999, Michael and his wife Susan established the Michael and Susan Dell Foundation. This marked a new chapter, using his accumulated wealth to make a different kind of impact. The foundation focused on children, especially those from urban developing communities in the United States and India, providing education and healthcare initiatives. The foundation committed huge amounts of capital, over $530 million by 2010, to various projects. They donated millions to the Dell Children's Medical Center, the Dell Pediatric Research Institute, and the Michael and Susan Dell Center for Advancement of Healthy Living, all linked to his alma mater, the University of Texas. In 2012, they committed another $50 million to medical education. This led to the creation of the Dell Medical School at the University of Texas at Austin, which began enrolling students in 2016, aiming to train the next generation of doctors and researchers. Michael's philanthropy also extended to supporting communities he cared about internationally. In 2014, he donated $1.8 million to the Friends of the Israel Defense Forces, supporting the nonprofit organization that provides educational and social services to Israeli soldiers. When disaster struck his hometown of Houston after Hurricane Harvey in 2017, Michael Dell acted. He personally contributed $36 million to relief and recovery efforts, demonstrating a deep connection to his roots and a commitment to helping his neighbors in times of crisis. In May 2017, Michael Dell made his biggest philanthropic commitment yet, donating $1 billion to his foundation. This massive gift focused primarily on helping children in poverty, ensuring that his financial success would fund a legacy of health, education, and opportunity for countless families around the world. From a child who dismantled his first computer to the CEO who dismantled the traditional supply chain, Michael Dell's journey teaches us that innovation doesn't always require a new invention. Often, it just requires a better way to connect. He understood that data is powerful, that direct communication is invaluable, and that risk is necessary for true disruption. Michael Dell is a billionaire, a visionary, and a philanthropist. But ultimately, his story is a story of grit and a singular, powerful idea. So the next time you power on your computer, remember room 2713, and remember that with a clear vision and the courage to act, anyone can change the world from the outside in. For more inspirational stories of innovators who redefine the world,